Back with another video. Uh, Today what I want to teach you is the art of acceptance. Very important, very important. Very important for everything, to be honest. Hey, this is the key to success. The art of acceptance. It's a very interesting topic. I'm probably going to write a book on it. The Art of Acceptance by Danny Milivojevic. I'll probably write it, you know. But I'm going to teach you in this video everything about it. Everything that I can think of about acceptance is going to be in this video. Alright, so first I want to start off with thanking you for coming into this video, for dedicating yourself into learning the art of acceptance, because this is very important for your life. I'm sure you're here to learn something, and I will provide you with a good learning experience. You're going to be able to pick up things fast with the knowledge I'll give you. Alright, so what I want you to do right now is put your hands like this. So, like that. Alright, and say to yourself, hands, acceptance every time. Say to yourself like this: every time I do the Gaya Mudra, I am accepting. So, say it to yourself and then do the Gaya Mudra. I'll give you a bit of time. Okay, so now you're doing it, and I'm sure that you are accepting me right now because you're doing the Gaya Mudra. Alright? And I'm accepting you as well. I'm accepting my voice, everything around me, how I speak, how I talk, how I hold myself. And I love life when I'm accepting. Right? So what I want to teach you now is the art of acceptance makes you the best communicator in the world. In the world. Honest. This acceptance will lift you and skyrocket you to your dream so fast that you will love every single minute, every single second toward your dream. Honest. Because I'm experiencing this. This is coming from my own experience. I'm not saying I am the best communicator in the world, but this will definitely make you the best communicator in the world. No matter what. Alright, so what I want to teach you right now is, well, I've taught you that you become the best communicator in the world through acceptance. Alright, this is why. Alright, because when you are speaking to someone, for example, this is what happens. When you practice the Gaya Mudra, so you're talking on the phone, or you're speaking to someone, face to face, and you're doing the Gaya Mudra, you're accepting that person for standing right next to you, or by being on the phone with you. This is what happens. They know subconsciously that you are accepting them, because your subconscious mind is talking directly to their subconscious mind, because you guys are in the same space, in the same air, right? In the same box. Picture it like it's a box. So, for example, you're standing with people. You are all in one type of area. All right. So when you're accepting that person or people around you, or we'll just stick to one person, they know straight away by your tone of voice. You can tell by my tone of voice that I accept you. I accept you completely. I accept you for watching this video. I have nothing against that. I have nothing against myself. I have nothing against you. I have nothing against society. I have nothing against anything in this world. Alright, because I'm doing the Gaya Mudra, I'm accepting everything. And this, by me accepting and doing the Gaya Mudra, what happens is I just feel so much better. I feel so much better. So much better than denying what is. If I deny anything in life, I'm denying a part of myself in life. Everything that you see in life is you. Is you. Everything, to be honest. Everything that you see around you is a part of you. Do you know why? Because you came from the highest, to be honest. To be honest. Alright? And this life will unfold for you when you practice the art of acceptance. So I've basically taught you what the art of acceptance is accepting, right? That's the art of acceptance, right? But there's more knowledge to it. There's more knowledge that you need to know. There are scenarios, there are situations, circumstances, and there's a saying, it's not what happens, there's a saying, it's how you react to everything, right? If you deny something, you're being negative. You're being negative by denying a certain type of thing, right? But if you are accepting that, whatever it is that you dislike in life, then what happens is you just feel better about yourself because, you just let go. You let go. Hey, I accept this person, for the way they are. I'm not, if I deny them, what's going to happen is I'm going to deny myself, and I'm going to feel low later because I'm going to think back and think how stupid I was for denying this person, or this person, this life of who they are, But when I accept for them, no matter how they are, because everyone makes mistakes in life. No matter who you are, you're going to make mistakes, right? And it's not right for you to reject someone, because you would feel crap if someone rejected you. To be honest, I've been rejected before, but I've been rejected because I was rejecting other people as well, So this is where the art of acceptance comes to play. When you accept people, you're going to have more people in your life. It just goes. It goes. You accept what is. You accept your friends. Your friends are your friends. They're your friends. They want you to succeed, right? They want you to succeed. They do. They really do. They wouldn't be in your life if they did not want you to succeed. Alright? So if you go somewhere and you start talking behind someone's back, you are denying what is. You are denying and denying. That person, you're denying life form, you're denying life by backstabbing another life. It's not right. It's not right to it's not right to speak behind someone's back in a negative manner. But if you speak positively about that person, that is always a good thing. You find the best in people, not the worst in people. You don't find the worst. You accept the worst. You accept them. You have to. Because if you don't accept the worst, you're denying what is. And if you deny what is, you're denying yourself. And you won't grow. You will not grow. You'll be always immature. Honest. This is coming from my personal experience. This is the best knowledge from my personal experience. I may not be a doctor. I may not be a psychologist. I may not be a mental health specialist. But hey, I can hold myself together. I can speak, and I know what I'm saying. I know what I'm saying because I'm experiencing it. And I'm teaching you what I've learned. Right? And not just because I've learned, but this is a discovery. It's a discovery from my own personal experience. Personal experience is your best knowledge in life. The experience. Your experience is much more valuable than someone else's experience telling you how it was. When you have experienced what someone has, that's very different because you can understand that person much easier because you've experienced what that person has. So I just wanted to say that. But The art of acceptance. So while I'm speaking to you, I'm doing the Gaya Mudra at the bottom, and I'm thinking acceptance, right? Because every time my fingers are touched, so they're touching, I'm accepting, right? So I'm speaking in acceptive kind of way. I'm accepting everything I do, everything how I look, everything, all the scenarios that happens, all the problems. I accept it. You know, there was a time in my life, where me and my father, we were not bonding very well because I always wanted him to change, right? I wanted him to change because I wasn't satisfied. I wasn't satisfied with how he was treating me, you know. But as soon as I started to accept him the way he is, accepting my father, accepting him, in just by accepting him, by looking at him and just saying, doing the Gaya Mudra and accepting him for the way he is, I feel much better. Honestly, I feel much better than trying to change someone that doesn't want to be changed. You know, and I rather just accept him for the way he is, because it makes me feel a whole lot better than to argue with him and and think negative of my father, right? Because I'm not accepting him for the way he is. But that's changing. That's totally changing, right? Because now I'm accepting him for being my father, for being the way he is, for the way he taught me, for everything he done for me, for everything, and for everything that I dislike about him. I accept him fully for the way he is, because it's very good. It's a healthy thing to accept. I feel it. I feel it in my bones, in my heart, in my everywhere around my body when I accept. I. It's like a frequency. Acceptance is a frequency, right? So you vibe acceptance. You vibe. You feel good about yourself. It's a feeling of acceptance, right? But it doesn't just have to be about your family members. It can be about your friends. It can be about strangers, right? It can be about people you don't know as either. Also, so I want to say that when you go out, and you're thinking anxiety, accept yourself for feeling that way. Do the Gaya Mudra, accept yourself for feeling the way you feel, because if you deny your feelings, if you deny how you feel, you're gonna keep feeling anxiety because you are denying the way you feel. So you're gonna create more anxiety because you are denying anxiety. You're gonna feel more anxiety because you are not accepting it as a part of yourself. Everyone feels fear. Everyone has fear, right? Some people learn to handle fear, and I'll teach you how. So if you fear something, if you feel a challenge, if you fear something in your life that you are not moving forward in, accept that you are not moving forward in that type of fear that you want to accomplish, that you want to go over. Because when you start accepting it, accepting where you are at right now, and accepting your thoughts that, hey, maybe I couldn't overcome that fear just right now, but if I accept the feeling, then I can, because I'm accepting, right? So basically, when you're accepting an obstacle that you cannot face, you feel much better about yourself instead of denying that you can't accomplish it and denying your feelings about that fear. You get what I mean? Maybe I haven't explained it well, but alright, if you have a certain fear, right, and you accept that you cannot overcome that fear right now, you are one step closer to overcoming that fear. That's what I'm trying to say, right? Alright, I want to say that I've been smoking. Alright, I've been smoking cigarettes. I used to do drugs. I used to be a high tolerance drinker. I used to have schizophrenia, bad schizophrenia. I used to hear voices. I used to be on medication, gained 30 kilos. 5 years mental health facility. 5 years. And I want to say that these were my learning experiences and my obstacles I had to face. I had to believe that I can heal from schizophrenia to overcome schizophrenia. I accepted the way I was with schizophrenia, and that's what enabled me to heal myself, because I accepted the way I am. I accepted it. So I want to say that when you start accepting, the art of accepting, I just want to say that because it's a mad sentence. But when you start accepting everything, life just becomes so much incredible. I'm sure you are feeling right now acceptance about this video, right? Because if you're not accepting. You're not accepting what is, right? If you're not accepting this video, you're not accepting me as a human being. And accepting human beings is what it is all about. Accepting everyone, everything, even animals. We are animals. We are animals. We are. We do everything that the animal does, except that we think, that we are able to think consciously, like we're able to, we have logic kind of where we want to head in direction. Animals there's something about like just one little thing that makes us different from animals, right? But everything else is a part of the animals, like we are, right? I just want to say that. But see, I'm thinking right now on the spot, I'm thinking just like what will benefit you as a person, I'm thinking of scenarios in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, how can I benefit you? It's about you, I want to help you, So I want to say that also. And acceptance, alright? So when you start accepting people, you're gonna flow more in life, you're gonna have more friends, you're gonna connect more because you're accepting people. They're gonna accept you back, because if they don't accept you back, you're gonna know, right, that person is not meant to be in your life. Because if you accept someone, they have to accept you back. They have to. They just have to. They have to, because you accept who they are. You accept their core being about them. You accept them fully. Even the things that you dislike about them, you accept, because that is accepting them fully. Everything about them, no matter how they speak, how they look, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Also, I want to say that don't ever talk negatively about anyone, because that is not accepting. That is not accepting. When you are doing this, you are not going to feel this way, because you're just going to feel it straight away. You're going to feel it. You may be feeling it right now. You may be feeling it right now if you're doing it. If you're thinking acceptance with your fingers, you'll feel good about this video. You'll feel good about this video because you can feel the acceptance, right? And I want you to practice. I want you to go out and I want you to enjoy life. Enjoy life by accepting everything that comes. Accepting the cars, accepting the birds, accepting the sky, accepting the room, accepting the laptop, accepting everything that you see. Right? When you start accepting, you are putting out a very good vibe. Very, 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 very. The best vibe that you can put out is accepting everything that comes. The best. The best. You know how professional this is? When you accept? Very professional. This is leader-like. Leader-like when you accept people. When you accept everything that comes. Very leader-like. This is to the top thing. Level of thinking. And I'm telling you, I'm not a doctor. I'm just a person who's experienced something in life, and I'm teaching you what I've experienced, and I'm saying to you that this is gonna put you to the top. Hey, art of acceptance. Way to go, man. Hey, way to go. That's the way to go. Acceptance. Everything happens when you start accepting. Everything that comes. Everything. Alright, but that's not to say that you have to agree with everything that someone says. You can disagree. You can disagree as long as you are still accepting the person for speaking, for letting you know something, you know, or but you won't even come to disagreement as much, because what's going to happen is when you dislike something about someone, you're going to want to teach them something about that you've learned, you know. So if they say, look, I experienced a scenario, and this guy was saying something. Actually, I won't say it because it's better not to say it. But I still accept the person. I accept him, even though he was I don't know, but I accept him anyway. I accept him anyway. You know, I accept what he said. I accept what he said. I accept what he thought. I accept what he thought, and that's the whole point. You know, I've got no grudge against him. I don't feel any grudge against him because I'm accepting him, right? So no matter what anyone says to you, you know, they might want to cause problems with you, right? If you're not accepting, but if you're accepting, then that person's not going to judge you at all. They're not going to judge you because you come off as accepting. You come off as a person who, in your tone of voice, sometimes, you know, you come off as a person who's, you come off as an accepting individual to that person. You know, by your posture, by the way you talk, by you see, right now I'm not violent. You know, I'm not thinking violent thoughts. I'm accepting. I'm, you know, hey, like I want to say, my father, right? My father, you know, sometimes he reacts very angry. You know, he becomes angry. But I accept his angerness. I accept that he's angry. You know, I accept him. You know, I'm not going to fight back. It's not about violence. It's not about. It's not about negative thinking. It's about accepting. Accepting is positive, always positive. You know, when you accept when you accept when someone's angry, you actually become more calm. You become more calm because you understand that person. You know, that they're angry. That they're not in the frame of mind right now. You know, so you just accept that. You accept that they're angry in this moment. You know. But that doesn't go to the thing. That doesn't say accept. When you accept, there's no violence in that. There's no violence when you accept someone. You know, you accept the thinking. You accept the way they are. You know, and that's what it's all about. You know, a lot of people with mental health issues, you know, have to learn this. You know, but it's for everyone. It's for everyone. This is for everyone, not just for mental health people. You know, and I also want to say, never put yourself above someone that makes you cocky. Alright. But if you put yourself below someone, then you're going to feel undervalued by yourself. You know. The way to think is that, hey, you are watching me, I'm speaking, I'm teaching you. We are both human beings. We are both equal because we are both human. Okay. I'm not above you, you're not above me. And that's the way it's supposed to be. If someone was to think they are above me, but I'm below them, you know, if they think like that, then they're over cocky. They're too cocky, right? You know, but I still accept them. I still accept them. You know, it doesn't matter even if they think that. I've got no grudge against them because I'm doing the Gaya Mudra, right? You know, but it's not the right way of thinking, is what I want to say, right? The right way of thinking is to see a person, right, no matter who they are, that they are your equal. They are a human just like you, you know. You know, some people have more than others, you know, but we all have the best qualities in ourselves, you know. This is one technique I'm teaching you that's going to skyrocket you to your dream, because once you start accepting, when you go out, after this video, when you go out, practice art of acceptance, right? And do it for 3 months. 3 months every day. Accept. Do the Gaya Mudra all day long if you have to. Accept. Learn to accept. Learn to accept. And then after 3 months, let go of the Gaya Mudra and see how you feel. See how See how your mind is after 3 months of doing the Gaya Mudra, because you're thinking acceptance in your mind. In your mind is fixed on acceptance, right? So when you 3 months later down the track, I believe that your mind is going to be much acceptive toward everyone because you've practiced acceptance for 3 months. You're just going to be, it's going to come off naturally. But even then, you can still practice the Gaya Mudra if you want, just to be sure, you know. It's never wrong to be sure, you know. And also, I'm just trying to think of some scenarios to help you. All right, even all right. There was one woman, you know, she has some back pains. You know, she's got some type of pain. You know, so if she's got pain, that means she's not accepting something about her, right? Because she's in pain. She's in pain, and I want to say that she has to practice the art of acceptance. When you are in pain, when you feel pain, that's the best time to accept that feeling that you are feeling this right now, that you are feeling that type of pain. If you break your leg, if you break your leg, accept that you broke your leg. Accept that it happened. Accept it, because if you deny it, then you are denying you're denying what happened. Um, you're denying what happened to you, and you won't stand for it. You won't stand for it because you're gonna be so angry about breaking your leg. You're gonna blame someone. You're gonna blame someone for doing this to you. But when you accept it for what happened, you know, then you can heal. You can heal. You can start to become a. You can start to move forward, right? Because you're accepting. So I want to say that when you accept, you are actually moving forward in life. You're moving forward, you know. You're moving forward, and you're gonna lift off. You're gonna lift off. I promise you, you're gonna lift off because it's accepting. It's accepting. You're accepting everything, you know. And accepting is a way of life. And I'm so glad that there's acceptance in this world. You know, that they pulled up this word acceptance. And this is very good. You know, very good. And it's one of the best feelings in the world when you are accepting, when you are an acceptive person, instead of denying what is, you know. So I'm just trying to think of some other scenarios, but also I want to say when you watch drama, when you watch for example the news, right? They what they teach is they put blame on people, right? This guy's a terrorist. This guy killed someone. This guy did this. This guy did this, right? This is all denying what is happening, right? And they're teaching you to blame people. Honest, they're teaching you to blame people, and then what happens is they also instill fear into you. They instill fear into you, and then you don't want to leave your house because you are scared of the world around you. You know, you're scared of the world because you see so many shootings, so many this, so many that, right? But it's actually a beautiful world. Every time I went out somewhere, you know, I don't see violence at all. I don't see violence anywhere in my areas that I go. Maybe sometimes, rarely, I see a fight. I see a fight sometimes at a nightclub or something, you know, but rarely I see a fight, you know. And that's why it is a beautiful world, you know, because you rarely see these kind of things. For myself, from personal experience. But if I was on the news, I'd see it every day, you know, and it's nothing new, to be honest. Hey, for the past 30 years, it's always been someone's died, someone's this, someone's killed, someone's plane crash, tornado, whatever, you know. It's always the same, everything the same, you know. So I just want to tell you that because it's important. Alright, so this is the art of acceptance. This is the art of acceptance. So practice acceptance and watch how good you feel, how good you feel, how positive you feel in life when you are accepting. When you are accepting everything that comes. That's the best feeling, because when you accept, you know, you got no drama. No drama, because you understand everyone. You understand everyone because you're accepting them. You're accepting them. You accept them, they accept you, and he's got a bond going. He's got a bond, you know. He's got a bond. Even with a girl, you accept her fully. You accept her. You accept her the way she is. If she does drugs, you accept that she does drugs. Accept her, you know, fully. Because when you accept her, when you accept her the way she is, she's gonna want to improve. Just for you. Just for you. Or this goes for guys also. For guys, for girls, you know. And that's all there is to it. The art of acceptance. The art of acceptance. This is the art of acceptance. This is mastery. This is mastery, acceptance. What I've just taught you. You can enter the state of acceptance anytime you want, anywhere you want, and it's one of the best feelings in the world when you react to everything and you are accepting everything that comes. You could be watching a music video. You accept the music video, the way the camera's moving, the way people are moving, the way that person's moving at the DJ stand, or how the people are all jumping around. You know, these are all scenarios of accepting. You know, the way everyone is. You know, that's what it's all about. Acceptance. This life is all about acceptance, and I hope that this world one day, everyone is acceptive. Everyone, toward everyone. There's never violence, never all this kind of thing, you know, because, you know, hey, I'm still acceptive, you know, of the world, you know, of everything that happens, you know. Some people just have problems, you know, that they cannot solve, so they resort to violence because they're so distressed, you know. They suffer from mental health issues, you know. They feel alone in this world. They feel disconnected, and you have to understand that. You have to understand. And if everyone started to accept people, this world will be so tremendous. You know, when everyone's acceptive. You know, it's for me. It's tremendous already because I'm acceptive. You know, I'm acceptive to everything around me, everything that happens, everything that I see. You know, I'm acceptive to it. You know. But not a lot of people know this. You know, that's why there's still violence in the world. You know, there's still violence in the world, and these are the reasons why people are causing violence, because they feel alone, they have problems. You know, they feel disconnected. You know, no one wants to help them. You know, and through acceptance, this world grows. To be honest, and this is all that I have to say for the video. I taught you everything I know about acceptance. You know, this is all you actually need to know. You know, there's nothing else to it. And I hope you go out and I hope you rise to the top, because, you know, everyone wants to rise to the top, you know, and this will help get you there. You know, you have the best friends, you have the best wife, you have the best marriage when you accept your marriage, when you accept everything in your marriage that happens, when you accept your kids the way they are, you know, you accept them, you don't deny them, you don't put them down, you accept the way they are, you know. There's so many scenarios to this, you know. I could talk all day long about this, just thinking scenarios, you know. This like case studies, you know. You think of scenarios. The key is always acceptance. That's the key to any problem, you know. When you accept the problem, you actually learn from it. You learn from it. You know, hey, there was a problem there. You know, hey, I accept the problem. You know, that's the solution. Accept the problem the way it is. You know, hey, it's a problem after all. So if it's a problem, that's the way it is. You know, but there's always a solution to a problem, and acceptance is the solution. To accept the problem, accept it. Yeah. If you have a problem with yourself, accept that problem that you have. You know, if I smoke, if I'm still smoking, and I go a day without smoking, and then I fail and I start smoking 15 cigarettes, I'm accepting that. I accept that I can't get past that stage now. I accept that. You know, I'm not going to beat myself and get more negative. I accept, hey, maybe I couldn't get over the hurdle, but I'm still going to try, you know. And this is actually the key to quitting smoking, because when I'm accepting my feelings, when I'm accepting everything that comes, You know, I actually feel more confident because I know I can quit smoking with this technique. I know I can do it. I know, and you actually can do it. You can do it with this by accepting your feelings. You're always accepting your feelings. You're walking out. You're accepting your how angry you are in your mind, or how negative, or you're accepting your thoughts. If they're negative, you're accepting that part of yourself. And through accepting a craving or accepting that that urge to smoke, accept it. Don't deny it. Don't deny it. Don't deny a craving. This is also a way to end addiction. You end addiction through accepting that you have addiction. You have addiction, accept that you have it. Don't deny. Don't deny it. Don't deny that you are not a drug addict. Or not a drug addict. Not what I want to say is don't deny that you are not using drugs. Don't deny it, because you're going to be in secrecy. You know, you're going to be in secrecy. You're going to lie. You're going to manipulate. You're going to seduce people. You're going to think lustful thoughts. You're going to think lustful thoughts because you are not accepting that part of yourself and that part of your life. You are not accepting. So that's going to drag you down because you're not accepting the way you are at that stage, in that moment. You're not accepting. So when you accept the way you are, you feel better about yourself. You feel more valuable. You feel worthy because you are accepting yourself. You are your own acceptance. If someone doesn't accept you, you accept yourself. You know, you accept yourself. It doesn't matter what people think of you. As long as you accept yourself, that's all that matters. And that you accept that person for thinking like that, because they don't know any better. You know, you accept that part of them. You accept them. If they're thinking negative, if someone's hating on you, accept them that they're hating on you. You know, accept them, because there's no point in hating them back. You just you cause more violence like that. By hate cause violence. Hate accept. Hey, they hate you. You accept them. You know, that makes you a really quality person. Really quality. When someone hates you and you accept it. You know. I know Grant Cardone, a person. He's very he's famous, and he's well known by people, celebrity sort of. What I want to say is that he says agree with people all the time, no matter what they say. If they call you a dickhead, say thank you, I'm a dickhead, you know. Or don't really say I am a dickhead, but like say, oh yes sir, thank you very much. Hey, I love you, you know. I'll be acceptive, you know. Just understand them, you know. They're not in the right place, you know. So just agree, always agree, you know. That is what Grant Cardone says. Agree with people, agree, you know. Agree with everything. If someone calls you a liar, agree with them. Yeah, I'm a liar, you know. You know that. This is also a way of agreeing with everyone, you know. This is the key, you know. You accept. You know, someone calls you a dickhead, you accept that. You just accept it. You know, someone puts you down. Actually, they won't even put you down because you accept them no matter what they say. You know, you accept them. You know, when you accept people, you're so confident. You know, nothing gets to you. Honestly, my dad gets so angry sometimes. You know, before it used to get to me so much, I used to shout back. Honest, I used to shout back at him. You know, because I was denying that he was treating me that way. But as soon as I started accepting, I started communicating to him in an acceptive way. You know, and he calms down. He calms down. You know, he starts to think, what the hell? I'm being angry at him, and he's just accepting everything that comes. You know, so it's kind of funny. It's like a game I'm playing on him. You know, and he doesn't understand. Because he gets angry at me, and then suddenly I'm acceptive of that. I'm like, yes, Father, thank you. You know, okay, no worries. You know, like that's the kind of attitude you have when you are acceptive. Alright, that's all I have for the video. Thank you very much for watching to the end. I appreciate you for watching to this point. I hope you have learned something. I hope you have learned something. And I want you to go out and I want you to practice acceptance. That's all I have to say. Gaya Mudra. I love the person who made this up because it's very excellent to accepting, honest. Alright, thank you very much. See ya.